I would like to also include a partner inside it, because there is no division in between the partner and the family. They're part of the family. Some of them are very new. They were not with us in 2018, but they also welcome us. So I would like to welcome Frederic Dussart from La Spiriterie Francaise. And actually, please, Frederic, come with us, because I give you the captain bar. Voilà. Frederic Dussart from La Spiriterie Francaise, Château du Breuil. And as we say in French, the local de l'étape, you know, the Tour de France. When you run that stage in your place, it's challenging. So I leave you with Frederic, and I leave you with Normandy and much more. Okay. Voilà.
Thank you. It's a great pleasure to get you in Deauville. Yes, I have the pleasure to live in this, not in the city, 20 kilometers from the city, in a nice spot. Some people yesterday came to us. It was a nice visit. You know, every morning when I get up, for me it's paradise. Because I've got a domain of 27 hectares, 10 hectares of lake. It's really great. The garden is fantastic, and it's easy. On top of it, I've got clear, I've got it. So what I'm doing right here, you know, I'm running the company by my own. So what I've got is we are doing Calvados since 1954. So, and we've got a castle from the 16th century, and even our cellars are from around 1840, 1850. So it was a wool factory, a cheese factory, a chocolate factory, and a distillery in 1954. So what we do Calvados, and Calvados since I told you 1954. And I bought the company 2 years ago, by the way, on the 1st of April, right in the middle of the first lockdown. It was pretty bold. This was really a bet, and I think now it's a pretty successful bet. So what we are doing roughly in terms of Calvados, 300,000 bottles of Calvados every year, and thanks to my master blender. So I'm not going to do without any slides. I'm going to do live. So otherwise it's going to be boring. It's just, so, and I've got, and you will see him tomorrow, by the way, my master blender, which is, for me, is a rock star. Because he's got all these awards as well, and we got awarded in 2022 as the best Calvados worldwide. So you will see that as well tomorrow. So, but that's it. Well, thank you for him. So, but what we do as well, we've decided as well not only to do one spirit, because we got quite a legitimacy to good spirits, but we've decided as well to develop the whiskey business, the rum business, and the gin business. So when we started the whiskey business, they started before I bought the company in 2017. And we've decided really what we want. We really have a great expectation on the whiskey business as well, because it's really skyrocketing in terms of sales in the whiskey business, and especially in France and in other countries. And there is a lot of innovation to bring in the whiskey business. So we've decided, and we launched our first whiskey. We sold the first whiskey last year, and we keep going now to invest and to distill the whiskey in our domain. And it's just to give you what we do in whiskey. So far, the first shots, it was around 10,000, equivalent of 12,000 bottles. But the last distillation is 160,000 bottles. And we plan to acquire land and to build as well factory, let's say, whiskey factory, if you want, going forward. So, but what I would like to do as well, and to tell you not only that, but we develop the rum business as well. We don't distill the rum. What we do, we age the rum in a different barrel. And that we do. We do a lot of finish about the rums. Roughly, we've got 10 kind of rums that we, let's say, that's rock, that's my master blender. We're selecting the different cask that could fit with the different rums, coming from Dominican Republic, Belize, Barbados, And as well, just, yeah, it could be great to do that with a port cask, with an Oloroso cask, with a cognac cask. That really is this kind of science has got to do it. And it's a big business as well, and it is going fast. And recently I acquired a gin company, just to doing specific gin, because now in the domain, we got as well a botanic garden, and we do our own gin. So we've got all the palette of the different spirits. That's in really authentic spirits, because we do our own spirits. We develop our own spirits in the company. That's what we do. The last thing I wanted to talk about the innovation. Of course, we do the innovation about the finish, about the barrel, because we do finish as well on the Calvados side. We do finish as well on the rum side. But the main innovation for us is going to come from the whiskey business. And what we do, because my master blender is coming from the wine business. And as you know, on the whiskey side as well, it's coming from barley. It starts with the barley. But what we decided, he said, I need to create a whiskey which is going to be different from the other side. And he said, coming from the wine business, if you want to do a good wine, you need to get a good grape, a good land. It should be exactly the same for the barley. So he didn't select the traditional, conventional barley. He said, I'm going to go and see what kind of barley I can get. And he selected the first barley, an old barley, 80 years old. It's a golden promise. So, and what we are going to do is really to hunt different barleys. And I can tell you, we'll see tomorrow, it makes really the difference. What he said, and the reason is pretty simple. And we aligned this kind of selection of different barleys with we call the terroir, which is a land. So what he did, the first shot was with the Golden Promise. And you know the Golden Promise is 80 years old barley. It was used with Macallan. Now they still use 25%. They want to get back even more. But it makes a big difference because from a scientific point of view, a grain of barley, it's a finished grain. And either you've got the starch or you've got the husk. And it's 85-15%. Most of the issue on the conventional barley, it's because a lot of people, especially the Scotch people, just to get a high yield and to produce a lot of whiskey, they needed to increase their yield. And guess what? When you increase your yield, you increase the starch, but at the expense of the husk, where there is micronutrient and all those kind of things. And I don't know if you know, but 100 years ago was 1,000 varieties of barleys. Today, 8 varieties of barley are cultivated across the globe for 85-90% of the cultivated surface. And out of the 8, 65% of this cultivated surface is only 2 barleys. What does it mean? I call it steroid barleys. Because it's a lot of chemical product and everything to get high yield. And a lot of starch at the expense of the rest. So meaning it's coming from the same barley. And what I've decided is to do a different approach. Yes, it's more expensive. Yes, it's less yield. But it's more flavor and aroma. So what we got, the first shot was with the Golden Promise. What we did last year, we distilled 2 more shots on the Marie Sauter and Chevalier, which is 150 years old and another 100 years old. And as we speak, we've got another kind of barley is going to be planted in 50 kilometers down from here, which is called Aurore, which is an old 100 years old barley from France. So we are going to select a different barley, and we're going to launch different series of whiskies with different barleys. You will see tomorrow, my master blender will be there, just and you will have the new makes that we did last year with Chevalier and Marie Sauter. And you'll see it's real different. And what we do the origin things, and we combine that with the aging, and for example, an Oloroso cask. We combine, so you will see that. And I was very happy. I told you it's a rock star for me. On the French whiskey, which is regrowing very fast. 3-4 years ago, 40 distilleries. As we speak, 120 distilleries in France. The market of the whiskey in France is 180 million bottles sold every year. It's one of the fastest growing markets. But fine, on the first shot, my master blender, who is a rock star, I tell you, for 2022, we got elected as the best French whiskey on the category 3 10 years. And the reason why is because the combination of the aging, a specific barrel, and the barley. So we believe, and we're going to keep going in that space going forward, even in innovation. That's going to be our key motto: is innovation, and innovation from the beginning to the end, from the selection of the barley until the aging is what we're going to do. So that's really what we are going to do, and we want to share that with you guys. And tomorrow we're going to be there as well. We've got all the samples just to test it. That's what we are going to do. So we've got a big ambition. We are growing pretty fast, and we want to bring a lot of things to the community to share, and happy, open to get, not to reinvent the wheel, to take what is good and to see what we're going to do. That's the reason why with Alex, I'm very happy to be with you and to review it. Thank you very much.
You will see this new member of the family every day, because we want to follow what's going on with La Spiriterie. It's really going to lead, I think, and inspire, like you inspire everybody in your country. Same thing is going to happen here. It's a hard job because French are very conservative, as you know. You know it when you are trying to distribute in France. So with Frederic, we're going to open the door. We will show them the way. And French, at the end, they're flexible. Thank you.